Hello, this is Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Sunday, November 4th. Hope you enjoyed the extra hour of sleep this morning as we fall back to a mountain standard time. Here's a look at the wind and snow impacts timeline here through midweek. First of all, for today, we'll see those winds increase by later this morning, and they should be strongest during the early to mid-afternoon hours, where we could see some gusts to 50 miles per hour over portions of the area, and we'll show you the more exact location in a couple of slides. Winds will then diminish somewhat overnight, and in terms of snow, that's beginning to pick up here, and some of the heavier snow is expected to be later this morning through the afternoon hours, and that'll taper off pretty quickly after sunset tonight. Tuesday, some occasional snow showers continuing across the mountains, and those are expected to linger through most of Wednesday as well, with some additional light snowfall with that activity. Here's a look at the 6-hour snowfall amounts to show you when the heavier snow is expected. The map here says from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m., but the good portion of this is going to fall after sunrise here this morning. And you can see the heavier snow east of the I-15 corridor towards the Wyoming border with some of the higher peaks. Seeing some locally heavy snow from time to time. And that continues into the afternoon, but begins to taper off towards sunset. And you can see as we look at the snowfall for this evening, much lighter than what's expected to fall later this morning and afternoon. And you can see how that continues to evolve as we go into Monday morning. And by Monday afternoon, these areas here in the white shading and the green shading. So mostly the mountain areas is where we expect those occasional light snow showers to continue. And the picture looks very similar Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday. And then by late Wednesday, we expect the snow showers to come to an end. The other impact today will be wind gusts, and here's a look at those. You see here over the Snake Plain in the yellows and oranges is where we expect by later this morning wind gusts to pick up into the 35 to 40 mile per hour range. Notice a lot, the majority, if not all, of our mountain peaks expected to see some very strong wind gusts as well. And accompanied with the snow, could be some pockets of blowing snow in there as well, which could reduce visibility. But notice as we get into the afternoon, how much the winds strengthen across the Snake Plain, and that's where areas here northwest of Pocatello could see those wind gusts close to 50 miles per hour. Also, Interstate 84 in the Idaho and Yale areas has the potential to see those west winds gusting to around 50 miles per hour. It looks like the strongest winds will be generally in the 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. time frame. And then after 5 p.m., some of those winds continue, and after sunset, should see the winds fall back down so that gusts should become less than 35 miles per hour across the Snake Plain after sunset. But south of the Interstate 84 and 86 corridor, some gusty west winds, particularly again in the Yale and Idaho areas and along the higher terrain areas, forecast to continue through the night. And taking you into later Sunday night, you can see how those winds gradually diminish but remain breezy, particularly along and south of the Interstate 86 corridor. Some breezy winds continue into Monday, but wind gusts remain under 35 miles per hour. Take you into Monday evening and see how the winds do begin to slacken, and your winds Tuesday afternoon continuing that downward trend, but still remaining a bit breezy. Before we continue later into the week, I wanted to show you the forecast radar for today. And you can see areas in the blue there. To edit this part out, there we go. Areas in the blue is where we are expecting snow. Areas in the green where we're expecting rain. And you can see how that evolves here as we go through the morning hours. with some rain showers across the Snake Plain and also the valleys south of Interstate 86. But snow in the mountains generally above 5,500 and particularly 6,000 feet elevation. You see some of these darker blues here after 10 a.m. indicating some potentially heavy snow. And that continues through noon. You may get a few breaks from time to time in here. But by the time we get into the later afternoon hours, we start to see some the redevelopment of some heavier snow showers. Notice too, by the time we get into the afternoon, most of the snow shower activity across the central mountains has come to an end, taking you through the rest of the evening. Particularly after sunset, we start to see those snow showers slow down and diminish. And by midnight, there's only a few light snow showers for the higher mountain peaks, where most of the remainder of the snow shower activity has come to an end by then. And taking you through Monday here, you see those occasional light snow showers in the mountains, especially around the Island Park area. And again, expect a similar story for Tuesday and Wednesday as well. A quick look at temperatures here for today. You can see how the valleys get above freezing, but over the mountains, highs only in the, say, 32 to 38 degree range. Tonight, all areas are expected to fall back below freezing. I see a few degrees cooler on Monday, but most areas except for the mountains getting above freezing. Similar trend for Tuesday night. All areas below freezing, a few degrees colder than what's expected for tonight. But we do recover back above freezing for many of the valleys on Tuesday. And you see some continued cooling Tuesday night and Wednesday as well. That'll conclude the briefing for today. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, you can send those to the phone number or email address you see here. Thank you.